So this is our install this morning. We got a tear out. As you can see, it's laminate, freestanding range. Then after the install, of course, I'll be templating the full height. Looks like there's some wall issues.
Once you guys get done hauling it out.
So I will touch base with you guys throughout and let you know if I run into any problems or anything that we see here. I'm going to set up on the tripod and we will record throughout. Okay guys, so we've been here about 30 minutes now. We had to move the table. We had to scoot it over here out of the way because we had to pull the stove out of its area and we need some place to slide it. We're also going to have to move all this stuff here in the floor so that we can get to the back of this and get our tops on. So quite a bit of pre-work that we had to do before we can get started. Okay guys, so we've completed the tear out. And there's not a lot holding these cabinets together. We got this flimsy board here, which goes between the dishwasher. Tony's carrying in the small piece for this one here. But as you can see, everything's got a lot of play to it. Go ahead, Tony. I'm a little concerned with the stability of these cabinets. Almost all the cross member supports are broken because they were installed with knots. The wood has knots across them, so they've broken. Same with this one here. So there's really no supports there, and it's basically nailed into plywood on the back side. So especially here, see, it's not a lot, nothing secure there. Definitely not what you want to see. As far as level goes, it's not so bad in the front here. So it's not so bad in the front. But this back corner back here, it sets up about a ½ inch higher than everything else. Maybe not so much of a ½ inch, but definitely sits up higher than everything else. It's getting quartz. I'm not really loving the security of it. As far as pieces going it down, you know, it doesn't have a whole lot of strength. There's got this one here. It's got nothing there. It's got this piece here. It's got another piece here. And it's got nothing. It's got a piece here. In the back, it's got absolutely no supports. No supports in the corner. It's got one support there. And this whole section here, it's got one support right there in the back. So I don't know. All I can do is go over it with the customer. Only option is to go with it and, you know, install it, or have somebody come out and build her cabinets. Nothing we can really do.
Okay, tell me what's up.
So, it looks fairly level. This corner here is up about a ½ inch, but this one here is pretty stable. But if you look around here, you don't have, but you've actually got one support going to the lower section of the cabinet here. In this whole run. Everything else is just basically nailed into the drywall, as you can see. These boards that they put in there, they put it on the knots, so they broke. You got one here that's not broke, that, you know, it just pops right out. Of course, this one here is broke at the knot as well. You know, this one here didn't have much on it either, but I mean, it seems to be fine. You know, the front's fairly strong. I mean, I think this will hold back here, but it's, you know, it's definitely not ideal. I mean, you can see that there's not a lot of support. I don't know what was going on here at one time or the other. I don't know if maybe something was here at one point and it just got removed. I really don't know. It looks like it's got a curved cut here, like maybe a hole saw was used or something to make room for the sink. I don't know, but there's nothing, you know, connecting anything here. So, I mean, I can put the tops on there. I recommend that maybe sometime in the future you have somebody come in and put you some braces going from like the bottom of the cabinets up. I mean, your only other option is to have somebody come in and, you know, strengthen up your cabinets before we put it on. But that's just up to you. I'll put them on today if you want. But, you know, my job is to let you know kind of where we're at, and what we're working with, and what you got. I know you, like the rest of us, don't possess x-ray vision, so you don't know what was under here until you get it off. But this is kind of what we got.
Got it.
Now, these here, I can put, you know, like a couple of bandages on it. You know, just put a couple of little wood braces. You know, something like that, just to strengthen that up. But as far as, you know, rebuilding the cabinets, that's just not what we do. So, you know, at this point, it's just up to you if you want me to go ahead and install everything.
Yeah, go ahead and shore up what you can and store it and put the cabinet tops back on today.
Okay.
Because I know with the ability for workers to get out here to do things, nothing would happen for quite some time.
Right.
And I'm not going to have my kitchen torn apart for that long.
Okay.
So shore it up best you can. I got plenty of Gorilla Glue. See what we can do once we get this stable to, you know, add support with chemicals in there. That'd be great.
Well, I'll do my basic install. I'll put these on here for you just because they're broken. It's going to be easy for me to get to. Like I said, you might want to have somebody come back in the future.
I understand.
By no means a cabinet guy. Of course, we'll run perimeter beads of silicone around everything, but you know, that'll help hold everything together. But my concern is, you know, supports from the floor up. You know, somebody come in and, you know, take some 2x4s and, you know, just maybe put some support blocks going, you know, from here to the floor.
I understand what you're saying.
I think that will be fine. These seem like they're in there pretty good. It looks like here they've hit a stud, and I would assume they've hit studs across. Maybe they didn't have studs over here to hit while they pull out so easy. You know, I don't have x-ray vision either. I don't know. But it looks like, you know, they're on the studs.
I don't know under here if you can see a stud, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Not a problem.
What do you want to do with this? You want this off too, so you can put full height there, right?
Nope.
You're going to
Absolutely
leave that?
not. Yeah. In fact, it looks like we're short a piece, unless.
Absolutely not. That's exactly how it was.
No, I'm not saying you're short. Why we don't have this here is I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I know it's probably how the stove fits in there. We'll have to push the stove back in and see. If not, I have more of this, and if we need to, we can always fill in those little pieces with a little bit more of that marble. But no, that is not coming off.
Okay, no problem. That's why I asked before I pulled it off.
Oh, I would have been upset. Yeah, because that was put up there intentionally to get it where it needed to be before we got the backsplash on. But I'll work on. Yeah, I should see if I could drill through that and see if I can hit a stud. But this is the most. This here just is. This just is weird. I wouldn't. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to pull it out. I don't have any L jackets.
Alright guys, so went over with the homeowner where we were sitting and what we had here. Went ahead and put 2 little braces on those broken crossbars there. Spoke with the homeowner about the tile backsplash behind the stove, and she does want to keep this. She specifically had it put there. So you'll always want to ask on a situation like that if you have it on an install. If the customer does not mention it when you come in, always ask before you pull something off. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with the install and see what happens. This corner right here. And I'll make sure this is straightened out now. Sorry.
Somebody's in there.
So the next stage of the patient is revived.
My brother's taking a bath on shower right now.
Alright.
She was now painted with this.
I'm just doing the first stage of retouching, and what I'm doing.
Alright guys, I took my 6-foot level, got the seams leveled up across, front and back, no play anywhere. Did the same thing over here. So Same thing over there on that seam. I've cleaned both of my seams with denatured alcohol. I even cut my finger open cleaning the seam because the seam fan made it really sharp. So now I'm going to go ahead and start mixing my epoxy and and get this first seam going. And I'll let it get set up, and then I will. Tony?
Yeah.
We got an issue, bud.
What's up?
Remember when I told you on the last show we had to refill that?
Oh crap, no.
We might be able to do it. I just, yeah, you can use the ager. Alright guys, so I was able to get enough epoxy, I think, to do both seams. Now I'll work on the color. Still got a little bit in the can, but I have to put a glove on, stick my hand in there and all that. I do not like doing that. White's the hardest one to get the color good. By far. You can't go solid white because it just won't match. Because this is, there's so many different shades of white. It's ridiculous. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of gray, just a touch. A little bit goes a long, long way. And I'm gonna add just a little touch of brown.
Yeah, you're
A little bit of that goes a long, long way also.
Alrighty, come back.
I'll just run a little sample. I think that's really, really close. You never want to use a metal putty knife when you're doing a white quartz seam. It will leave gray or black metal marks on it. I went ahead and left the plastic on back here so I don't have marks from my Gorilla Grips. Your helper should always be getting your Gorilla Grips opened up, ready for you, cleaned up, set out. Get your razor knives, all that. I always recommend you fire up your Gorilla Grip before you put hardener in your epoxy. That way you know you've got power and you're not chasing around. Cleaning that seam with the denatured alcohol to get any dirt and dust out of it. Using that ceramic razor blade and getting that color right. You've got to get that color right. You can't just go straight white because it ain't going to match. You got to put that gray and that brown in there so that it matches. When I clean this off and finish it, you guys will see. It's going to be money. And you'll have these guys and these shops out there that's going to say, oh, you can't get those things right. Well, you're going to see right here in a second that you can. Alright guys, before this turns into steel, we're going to want to spray some alcohol on and try to cut this seam. It's very, 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 I can't stress to you how important it is to use these ceramic razor blades. Very important. If you don't believe me, try it without them, then try it with them. See what you end up with. Trust me, I would be paying $8 a pop for them if I didn't need them. You can end up with a seam like this on white quartz. It's worth it. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but
I don't think they can. They can barely see it.
turned out really good. Let's go back out in the truck. Go back out there. I'm just talking to the camera. Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing, guys. We're gonna spray this. Denature alcohol before it gets so hard you can't get it off. Trust me, it'll get there. And you're just gonna scratch it off. You're just gonna get set up as hard as the other one so they come off a little easier. This is about where you want it at right here. Hard enough where it's not going to move on you, but soft enough to where you can cut it. So that one there turned out just as well. Maybe even a little better. They've got a little bit of dirt right there. I'll wipe that off for you. Alright, that's it guys. So now we're going to start cutting shims, mounting sinks, and making everything pretty. It's getting full height at another day, so we're going to go ahead and template that. Tony's already working on it, which saves us a bunch of time after the fact. Alright guys, so now what we're going to do is right here where this thing goes together on the front, we're just going to take our pads and our polisher and polish that down. So I'll roll for a little bit while I'm doing it and let you see, but it's not that cool of a thing. But I'm not going to keep you having to watch that for an hour. But I'll show you each one. Oop, that's alcohol. I don't want to use that. I'm going to use water. I spray it with water, guys, and you know, keep the dust down. So all you do is just polish it smooth and then go through your set of pads and get the shine back. So I'm going to go start my number 2 and work my way through. So this side's done, polished. So I'm going to go start on the other side. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and mount this thing. Yeah, I got to put this thing back on here. I'm going to start out with a little of this black bomba and just put it around the edge. The outside edge. So that you don't see it. Black mamba all over. You alright, Tony?
Yeah, it's like the 4th one today.
So, now I'm gonna pull this bad brother up. Tony knocks himself out. No, nothing like that. Alright, just tighten her down. Supposedly that black mamba does the job without any clips, but we don't trust it yet. Alright, so we're going to take 4 of these clips right here. Stainless steel sink. I like to just run them all the way out before I even get started. Or dang near all the way out. We take our black mamba like this. Bam. 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 And now I'm going to get up under the sink because my back loves to do that. And see if I can get access to my holes, which I can, that one a little bit. The rest of them are covered up with the sink. So we're gonna like these wooden brackets, guys. So gonna see how much we need. So we're about 9. We're gonna cut us a couple about 9 and just pop them in there. These right here, we'll just wipe them off and go back in the thing. Alright guys, so we use clips and wood on this sink. I don't know how well you can see them, but it is mounted. We'll pull our clamp off now and hopefully it don't just fall out. Sink's mounted. Probably modifying the full height. I'm gonna drill faucet. Alright, I'm gonna pop this faucet hole right now, guys. I don't know if you've seen my other videos talking about these white bits.
Behind the dry side
Speedy
storage, if you wanted to make it behind it.
Challenger Speedy CB 13B. These things are a stud.
No, you're fine. I just have a question for your full height backsplash.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want these cut off, or did you want your stone notched around the windowsill?
Ooh.
Because we could just like make a clean cut right here, going along the same. It'll just make for a cleaner look for you, so that way there's not like a sort of gap around it, you know?
Yeah. Go ahead and we'll just clean cut that off and go all the way down, and the same on the other side, yeah,
Okay.
because it's not gonna look good, and it's gonna take a lot of cuts to get that to fit just right.
Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, this will just give you a smoother finish.
Yeah, no, that'll look good.
Okay.
That'll look perfectly fine.
All right.
And so
Thank
then this little bit,
you. Oh,
Woo!
sorry.
then this little bit here gets polished.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, we're gonna polish right here, so that way there, if any stone sticks up over your windowsill here,
Mm-hmm.
it'll look nice.
Good. Okay, and same on the other side.
ma'am.
So everything that's not touching something else gets
Yes.
edged and polished?
Where is it here? So I can mark it now, so I don't forget later.
Oh, that's what the little black X's are.
Yes.
Okay.
So that way there, we know where to polish and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah, because I just can't imagine that, you know, they're gonna go, oh, Barbara, let's see if I remember exactly what she wants me to do. Not.
Let's see.
Keep my head on there. Pepper, come on, you're gonna go outside and go potty. No, not with me, with David. Come on. Go, go.